Yo, what is up, YouTube? I know that it's surprising that I'm making a video this fast and probably uploading it, but I feel like even though nobody is gonna see this, I feel like I should still try to see if people can see this. Right as of right now, like probably at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So let's go to Rob Top's time zone to base this more off of him, because this relates to him in some way. 4 a.m. European Central Time, I think. Um, Rob Top's best friend slash right hand man, Viprin, just literally got blackmailed. If you're not in the Geometry Dash server on Discord, or if you're not on Twitter, then you will definitely not know what I'm talking about. But basically, the simplest form of context is there's this one dude that had DMs with Viprin on Twitter, and apparently, like around 2 years ago, Viprin was 21 or so dating a 16-year-old, which doesn't sound okay. It doesn't, obviously, but for them, the two people in question, it was. I mean, I'm talking about Viprin and the 16-year-old female. Why is it okay in their case? Because in the country that they're from, that is the legal age of consent. But basically, other parts of the world, the age of consent is higher and people have morality, so they're gonna see things differently, which is why this is blowing out of proportion everywhere. As of right now, at 10:25 p.m. Eastern Time, the Geometry Dash Discord server is locked down. Nobody can talk anywhere. If you try to talk about the situation, you will get literally just restricted. You can't talk in a server at all. So, the situation is bad. It literally only took 10 minutes for the situation to blow out of proportion. However, there is only like maybe one good thing that I can say about this in general. This situation is not going to affect the development of 2.2. If I'm right, this shouldn't affect 2.2 releasing in December. It might. It depends on how Rob Top feels about the situation, because like I said, this is kind of Rob Top's right hand man in most things, GD. So Rob Top will probably talk about this tomorrow. And we'll see what his opinion on the whole thing is. If he does make a statement, if he doesn't, we don't know. I couldn't confirm if this is true, but Viprin left the Discord server. He is no longer in the Geometry Dash Discord server, and the way that I checked was, or tried checking, I tried looking up his messages and nothing appeared when I looked up his username. Now the reason why is I don't know if his username is exactly Viprin. If his username is Viprin, then nothing popped up. But if it isn't, then that's the reason why. Anyway, yeah. A lot of people are calling Viprin the new guitar styles. Like, if you guys remember the Tienes 14 Activa Cam meme, then yeah, they're basically calling Viprin the new version of that. So, I don't really know. The situation is getting out of proportion. Every Discord mod in this server is just damage controlling as much as they can. Literally everything is blocked. You can't talk anywhere, I think. Unless the Russian or Italian, Japanese, whatever. Unless those other channels are still open. From what I saw, the Spanish channels and the English channels, everything is locked down. You can no longer talk in the GD server at all. And in the few channels that still work, that you can still chat in, if you say anything about Viprin or the situation, or like if you talk about why are all the channels locked down, blah blah blah, then you're still getting restricted. You can't mention anything. You have to go as if nothing has happened in the server. Which a lot of people have said that is not the greatest way. Now, I'm gonna give my own thoughts on the damage control part, because this it's what people mainly want to focus on the most. How the Discord team is handling this situation is good, but not really, and here's why. And it mainly traces back to Fab. So there's this Discord admin for the GD server called Fab. If you're in the server, you will know this. If you're not, then well, now you know. And when they locked down the general chat, the primary general chat got locked down. They sent a message and they pinned it. The message was a tweet, and this tweet was someone on Twitter saying that they read both sides of the situation and they agreed on Viprin and the 16-year-old girl's side. Now the girl is no longer 16, by the way. I think I might have mentioned it, but I'm talking about so much shit right now that I probably forgot. Right now the person is about to be 18, so this situation most likely happened either a year ago or two. It's crazy. A lot of people are crying that this might delay 2.2, blah blah blah, but I don't see it delaying 2.2's release unless RobTop has something to say about the situation and then decides that he prefers dealing with it first and then 2.2. But we'll see. Okay, now that I think of it, I didn't give my general opinion. Here's what I think of what's right and what's wrong. Now, obviously, the age of consent being 16 is something that some countries use. Even the United States. You can look it up because I have before. There are states in the US where the age of consent is legally 16. So, Americans, the US people for the most part, they kind of have a say in this because there's parts of their country that the age of consent is 16. And by the way, in the country where this situation takes place, the age of consent is 16. So that's why I say that. The two coincide. So you can't really call this kind of wrong. The thing that makes it wrong in basically everyone's head is that it was a 21-year-old with a 16-year-old. Is it legal? By their country's rules, yes. By morality of people looking at the difference though, no. From what I read online, because I looked into this situation a lot before making the vid that I'm doing right now, um, they cut things off shortly. After the age difference basically made them cut things off. So even though it was legal, they cut it off still because of the massive age gap. So I don't see how people can be this mad at Viprin. Cause it's legal. They cut it off because they knew that it wasn't that morally like green, I'm gonna say. And also this is literally blackmail. Everyone has, not everyone. I have seen people acknowledge that this is literally just an attempt at blackmailing Viprin. And it's working. It actually is working. Even though many people are just trying to defend Viprin right now because technically he was in his right anyway. And trust me, I wouldn't defend Viprin, but I feel like it's the right thing to defend him. Cause most things in this situation are in favor of him. The only thing that I definitely wouldn't agree with is 21 and 16. It was legal at least. That's what gives it plus. What gives it minus is the age gap. But to be honest, I just hope that RobTop and Vibrant don't suffer from this. I genuinely don't care if 2.2 gets delayed because of this. I feel like a lot of people are gonna say that too, hopefully. Cause let's be good human beings for a second. Would you prefer being mad about an update releasing late just because of this, or would you prefer caring about the feelings of the people that are being harmed right now instead of the update? If you want to be a good human being during these trying times, then definitely care about what these people are going through first and then the update. Because even though RobTop has delayed this for 7 years now, I understand you guys' struggle, trust me, because when I started playing Geometry Dash, I think 2.1 came out, or it was after 2.1 came out, before, whatever. I don't remember exactly, but I can't really defend the delay because I wasn't there for it. I disconnected from GD a long time ago. I just got back into it because of I got the game in June. So I understand if you don't like that RobTop might have to delay the update's release, but at the end of the day, it's better to release an update after the waters settle down again and after everyone feels at peace. Because right now, I don't think if RobTop is sleeping right now, when RobTop wakes up, he's gonna be in a whole other world of freaking drama. And trust me, RobTop is not gonna be happy about this. Nobody would be. In the situation that Viprin has gotten himself into because of a blackmailer, and the situation RobTop is eventually gonna face, like literally in 2 hours, or I don't know, whenever RobTop wakes up in his time zone, then yeah, it's gonna be messed up. So before I close out this video, I just wanna ask if anyone ever watches this, cause I don't think people are gonna watch this. If you do, then thank you, first of all, for listening to me ramble on about this. Give them time. Things like this typically don't get resolved in a few days. This is gonna take at least a week. So be patient and don't try to add wood to the fire. Because the fire is burning brightly right now, let me tell you. Alright, that's it. Remember, let's try to be good human beings during this. Because I know that morality is a serious thing. Morality is basically the same thing as ethics at this point, if you think about it. The ethics of the situation are up to debate a lot in the community, so just try to be a good human being while debating, and don't do what the GD server did, because the GD server actually was the people that blew this out of proportion. They caused the lockdown and everything, so be better than the GD server. Be good humans, have patience. That's about it. See ya.